The Red Epic Dragon is one of the best cameras out on the market, but it's also super expensive. Recently, we've been using the Panasonic GH4. But is it possible to cut these two cameras together, despite their price differences? Well, we have some tips for you.
But before we start, remember not to get too hung up on which type of cameras or lenses you're using. There's something way more important, and that's getting clean audio. Without that, your videos will become literally unwatchable. Oh yeah, we haven't been slating at all.
I'll slate.
Is the camera rolling?
I wish I had things in here just to talk out while we were talking. While there's a lot of technical differences, from skin color to detail levels, two of the biggest perceived differences between cinema-level cameras and prosumer ones is the depth of field look, or the blurry background, as well as the dynamic range in the highlights and shadows.
The depth of field is related to sensor size. The Red has a full-frame sensor, while the GH4 is a micro four thirds.
Because of this, we use a photography lens technique called compression. With lenses, the longer they are, the more compression happens. The background becomes larger in the frame, and the relative distance becomes more dramatic, making it a more blurred out background. It helps compensate for the GH4's small sensor size and make shots look ultra dramatic. Also, if we have a two-camera setup, we always use the Red for the wide shot and the GH4 for the close-ups. Usually the light differences in close-up shots are a lot more even. When you think about it that way, you can't tell when you cut back and forth.
Another simple trick to remember is your distance between your subject and the background. The more distance between them, the more separation you can have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scroll that down a little bit. Oh, sorry. Scroll that down a little bit. Scroll that down a little bit.
Like this, right?
Yeah, but yeah.
I'll try to grab my hand.
No, I didn't
It's
try.
on camera.
We also. No. We also use and recommend the MetaBones adapter, which helps open up the lens one additional stop. It also doubles as an EF mount, so you can use your Canon lenses on the Panasonic body. This helps us tremendously.
Now, moving on to dynamic range, which is how much variation of light the camera can record. The Red is pretty much the king of this category, advertising 16.5 stops of range. Now, the GH4 advertises 10 stops, which is still amazing for a prosumer camera in this price range. There is a way to increase this though, and that's with a paid upgrade that gives you the V-Log color profile. This $99 upgrade gives you a clean, flat image that retains much more of the highlight and shadow information. Keep in mind though, it will add some time to your post-production workflow.
When using the GH4, we also try to shoot our subject against a varied background. We try to shoot at least with as many objects in the background as possible to fill the frame.
Last tip we have is at night. With these smaller cameras like the GH4, or especially the A7S series, they are much better at low light than the Red. Because of this, I would try and shoot at the highest ISO possible before your image has too much noise.
Even though 96 frames per second isn't as sexy as 300, it still makes everything look really epic. For detail shots, I would encourage you to use that. The GH4 does a great job with slow motion.
So whether you're trying to cut your GH4 seamlessly with the Red, or if you're just trying to impersonate the Red's high quality look, remember, get clean audio, use long lenses to increase compression, separate your subjects from their backgrounds, and fill up the frame with interesting objects and textures. Shoot with the V-Log color profile on the GH4, shoot close-ups with the GH4 instead of the Red, and use the GH4 for night shots.
Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please subscribe to see more videos like this.
And remember to comment below to let us know if you liked it, what else you want to see, and if you noticed that Alan's shirt changed.
Mas dia escutei a voz